Good morning, children. So now we are discussing the topic of how sound travel through the medium. We know that the vibration of an object produces sound. When an object vibrates, it vibrates the adjacent particles of air, which in turn vibrates the neighboring particles of air, and these vibrations are traveling through this medium of air and reaching to near the ear. When we are considering the case of a ear, we can see that this is a diagrammatic representation of a human ear. Human ear consists of three regions: outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. Outer ear consists of basically pinna, ear tube, and eardrum. When these vibrations are collected by this, pinna is collecting all these vibrations, and which are sending through a long canal which is known as ear tube, and at the end of this ear tube we can see that there is a small membrane. So the vibrations are striking on this membrane and which starts vibrating, and these vibrations are sending to our middle ear. Middle ear consists of three bonds. With the help of these bonds, these vibrations are amplified and sending to our inner ear. We can see that in the inner ear there is a main part is, you can see that there is a coil organ of hearing, and there is an auditory nerve. This coil organ of hearing which convert these vibrations into electrical signals, and these electrical signals are sending to our brain through this auditory nerve. Our brain interprets these signals or these electrical signals as a sensation of a sound. This is a way only the sound is traveling through this medium of air and reaching to our ear, and we are able to hear the sound. Okay, thank you. When we are considering the case of a human ear is not able to hear all the types of sounds. The sound waves which is having frequency in between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz only able to listen by this human ear. So these types of sounds are known as audible sound. And the sound waves which are having frequency less than 20 Hz or above 20,000 Hz, which are known as inaudible sound. Inaudible sound. So when we are considering the case of a inaudible sound, the sound waves which are having frequency less than 20 Hz are known as infrasonic sound. And the sound waves which are having frequency greater than 20,000 Hz are known as ultrasonic sound. So these are commonly we can consider the case of inaudible sound. So infrasonic sounds and ultrasonic sounds are not able to hear by this human ear. So they are known as inaudible sound. And our ear is able to hear only the sound waves which is having frequency in between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. They are known as audible sound. Along with this, we have to understand some of the characteristic properties of a sound also. So first characteristic property of a sound we are going to discuss is loudness of a sound. Loudness of a sound depends on the amplitude. So when we are considering the case of a loudness, we can see that in the case of a sound wave, this maximum displacement of this wave is represented as amplitude. So loudness of the sound is depends on this amplitude of this sound. If it is having larger amplitude, you can see that so we call such a sound as a louder sound. And the amplitude of the sound is smaller. Like this, the amplitude of the sound is smaller. So we call this type of a sound as a soft sound. This is the first characteristic property of a sound waves we are discussing. Then another property we can say that that is pitch of the sound. Pitch. Pitch of the sound means pitch of the sound is depends on the frequency. If frequency of the sound is higher, we can say that it is a high pitch sound, and frequency of the sound is smaller, so we can say that that is a low pitch sound. So that is represented by the high pitch sound is represented by in this manner. Frequency of the sound is more, so we can say that this is a high pitch sound. High pitch sound. And frequency of the sound is small, like we say frequency of the sound is less, so we can say that this is known as a low pitch sound. High pitch sound and low pitch sound. And one more time we can understand along with these characteristic properties of a sound, that is known as a third one, that is known as a quality of sound. Quality of sound. Quality, or it is known as a timbre. Quality or a timbre, we can say. In the case of a quality of sound, for example, suppose one of your friend is calling you. Without telling his or her name, we are able to understand who is calling you. So that is one of the important property of the sound. That property of the sound is known as what is that quality of a sound. So we are able to distinguish one sound from another sound. So that property of the sound is known as a quality of sound. So these are the three important characteristic properties of a sound: loudness, pitch, and quality of sound.